some old blues. How's it going, everybody? It's Saturday night. It's Politi-tics night. I'm your host, Jake Johnson, and tonight's episode is brought to you by this hot cup of coffee. Don't you want to have a cup of coffee with me and talk about politics? If so, go to the kitchen and pour yourself up a nice hot cup and let's get this conversation rolling. If you don't have a cup, though, I recommend the first one. It has my face on it. It is fantastic. Also, like, subscribe, share, support, join, and super chats are available in the chat box. If you want to show a little love, also hit that CashApp, $JakeJohnsonBand. Or if you're a PayPal user, paypal.me/JakeJohnsonBand. Linda Davis is first in chat. You get the gold star, Linda. How are you, sweetheart? You deserve it. Man, what a cup of coffee. Amanda says, hi, UntetheredLive family. Good to see you all. I hope everyone had a great Saturday. And hiya, Jake. How are you tonight? Dilated and happy. Can't complain. I've been up for 48 hours working, but, you know, it's getting done. Getting stuff done. That's what I like. Linda says, hi, Amanda and Jake. Hi, Linda. How are you? Good to see you. Mr. P says, hey, you gang. Hey, Mr. P. And Amanda says, Linda, here's your gold star. Amanda says, hi, Linda and Mr. P. And Linda says, hi, Mr. P. How are you tonight? Patty Donahue's in the house. Hey, Patty, how are you, sweetheart? She says, hello from Tennessee. Kevin Cox, what's up, my brother? Kevin Cox. What's up, my man? Good to see you. Linda Davis says, hi, Patty. And Amanda says, hey, Kevin. Patty says, hi, Linda. And Amanda says, hi, Patty. This is like top shelf reading here. It's good stuff. Everybody says hello. Mr. P says, I'm good. The weather is rough lately. Thanks for asking. I hope you're well too, Linda. Well, we can't be having no rough weather. It's cold outside. That's good enough, right? Walter Davis says, good evening, everybody. Hey, Walter. Patty says, hi, Amanda. And Amanda says, hi, Walter. And Linda says, all good here, Mr. P. Thank you. Bill Bennett. What's up, brother? Good to see you. Nice night you can make it. He says, hey, everybody from Indiana. Indiana. The other Canada. Oh, sorry. Pretty sure that's not right. I mean, really. I buy into most things. I don't know if I buy into Wyoming, though. I mean, really. Do you know anybody from Wyoming? Have you ever been to Wyoming? I'm not really sure it's a real place. I'm thinking it's a conspiracy. Amanda says, Kevin, Facebook Untethered finally won a, nope. FSU finally won a damn game today, Kevin, says Amanda. I know nothing about sports. I know my ear's clogging up. I hate it when that happens. It's like I just went underwater. Patty says, it's a real Wyoming. I'm not sure it is. I don't know anybody from Wyoming. Ergo, it's not a real place. It's not true. My uncle's from there. Him and his wife and kids. But it's always funny to mess with people. Pretty sure that's not a real place. Stop making up words. Linda says, I got my stove today. It was great having an oven again. Excellent. I'm working on a refrigerator for me right now. I have several options, but no way to get it here. So I've got to find somebody that'll deliver it. I'm working on that. Excuse me. A little under the weather today. But I'm glad you got your stove just in time for the holidays, so no excuses. Get that cooking on. We're going to have some good food at the Davis house. And at the Johnson house and at the Labergola house, which I just can't get behind that at all because it's an O, not an A. I know it's your last name, dude, but it's Labergolo, not Labergola. There's no A in that. There's literally no A in it. But you do you, boo. As long as I get ham, I'll call you whatever you want. It's my brother-in-law I'm talking about. And my sister, by proxy, because she married him. And so she now has a last name with no letter A in it, but is pronounced. So you tell me. Lopergolo. How would you pronounce that? That is not Lapergola. Maybe I'm wrong. I will die on this hill, though. Mr. P says, I'm proud of the turnaround at Penn State. I watched them till whatever that is, Patermo. What does that mean? My chat jumped. Hang on. Where'd it go? Mr. P hit me with a $10 super chat. Thank you, Mr. P. God bless you, sir. I appreciate that. Oh, yeah. Here we go. What is a paterno? Or paternio? I'm sorry, I can barely see tonight for some reason. I'm proud of the turnaround at Penn State. I watched them until the paternio shame hit. It must be a sports thing because I don't have any idea what you're saying there. Amanda says, awesome, Linda. Congratulations on the stove. Patty says, I went through it weekly back in the 90s. Right on. What are we talking about? Wyoming? Oh, you went through Wyoming weekly. Just because you say that Wyoming exists doesn't mean that it does. Do you have any proof? Can you prove Wyoming's real? I don't think you can. I'm just messing with you. If Wyoming is real, the earth is round. Go figure. Amanda says, woohoo. Thanks, Mr. P. Patty says, our potential new AG is a bad mama jamma. Who is it? Mr. P says, Joe Paternio, the Jerry Sandusky case, Chase. Oh, okay. Gotcha. I don't know who that is either. Is that the new AG pick? Because I haven't heard. I have not watched the news today. I've been up for 48 hours, and I've surprisingly seen nothing on TV. I'm just wired and exhausted and ready for a nap. But what the last thing I heard was that AG, Matt Gaetz, backed out, right, for the AG. He backed out, my guess is, because whatever they did to Brett Kavanaugh, they were going to do to him on steroids, tenfold. And he probably just did not want to go through that. And it's very possible that he is guilty of something. Maybe not the thing they accused him of because they didn't bring charges against him when they investigated him. However, this is a culture rife with honeypots and backbiters and people that try to get you for blackmail. It's very possible that he's got some skeletons in the closet and that these people will pull it out on him if he accepts that position. And so it may have been safer for him just to back away and say, look, it ain't worth it. I'll just go over here. I know what you guys are going to do. Good luck to the next guy. And that's probably what's happening. But I don't know for sure. That's all just conjecture. Don't listen to me. I'm an idiot. Pat says, Pam Bondi from Florida. Is that who's going to be AG? I think I remember her being quite the little bulldog back in the day. Bill says, though he picked a woman. I thought he picked a woman. He did. Attorney General from Florida. Amanda says, Pam Bondi ain't no joke. She's got big balls. We need a big bald woman in this current climate. No pun intended. No pun intended. No actual balls necessary, by the way. Just metaphoric balls. Testicular fortitude is what we need. He backed out. Yep. And Patty says, trade requisite. Mr. P says, never mind, Jake. It's old news from an old case. Better off forgotten, sorry. Well, I just don't know who it is. I'm sorry. It's not that I'm, trying to ignore you. I just don't know who we're talking about. Bill Bennett says, I think he was targeted. Keyword is not charged. So there's the proof. Well, no. Not charged does not mean not guilty. You need to understand that. They didn't see fit to charge him. They may have found it politically expedient not to go ahead with the smear campaign at that time and not charge him because he was being useful to their propaganda or to their situation in the Senate. But now that he's running for AG, that's a different ball of wax. Now he has power and he can fire those people and put them in jail. So now they're going to pull out all the stops, and it may not be expedient politically anymore. Just because you didn't get charged does not mean you're not guilty. Doesn't mean you are guilty. We're innocent until proven guilty in this country. But it is suspect that he backed out and he gave a non-answer when questioned about it. Basically, he said, well, I've already been investigated and they didn't charge me, so there's that, and I'm moving on. Well, that sounds like a guilty thing, that people don't defend themselves when they're guilty. Kevin says, I know Pam Bondi. I did several speeches at prosecutors' conferences, and she is a good choice. Go Pam. Well, that's awesome, Kevin Cox. I would like to know Pam Bondi. She is blonde, buxom, but probably also very smart. Amanda says, hey, everybody, like, subscribe, share, support, join, and super chats are available in the chat box if you want to show a little love. Also, hit that Cash App, $ Jake Johnson Band, or if you're a PayPal user, paypal.me/JakeJohnsonBand. I sure do appreciate it. Thank you very much. Patty says, Matt looked like someone guilty of something. Exactly. That's what I said. It didn't look like he was just altruistically giving up his nomination. Something tells me he wanted that seat. But something also tells me that seat was going to cost him more than it was worth. Patty says, I got the bad vibe watching him. Yeah, you told me last night he gave you the creeps, didn't you? I never got that from him. I always thought he was an upstanding guy. That being said, most dudes are creeps. So I thought he was a bulldog, though. I thought he was the perfect choice for AG because he shakes up the Democrats, because that's what we're trying to do. Turns out he might have a few skeletons in the closet, so we'll see. Amanda says, no, we are guilty until proven innocent, especially in Polk County. Well, that ain't the way it's supposed to be, Amanda. It's supposed to be innocent until proven guilty by a jury of your peers. Not just because a judge decided, he's guilty. That's what they call corruption. That's what we're fighting against. That's why we want to make America great again, everybody. Speaking of making America great again, have you guys noticed the new line of Trump guitars that are for sale currently that are endorsed by Trump? They are his guitars. He is actually putting out a line of electric and acoustic guitars. They are kind of pricey, but they are Make America Great Again presidential patriotic guitars. It's a very interesting story. Don't know who's going to buy those. Wouldn't be me, but maybe he'll make some money on those. I wouldn't mind having one hanging on the wall. I wouldn't play it, though. I believe, Bill Bennett says, they had something. They would have, I believe if they had something, they would have used it. Why do we have to prove our innocence? You are right. Supposed to be innocent until proven guilty, and I'm sure he was guilty of something of it. Well, I would have actually thought it would be weird if he didn't sleep with the 17-year-old hottie that was throwing herself at him. To me, that's weird. I'm a dude. I know how guys think. He's young. He just got into power. He's in the Senate. He's in Washington, D.C. for the first time, and women are throwing themselves at him. Who would not sleep with the hot 17-year-old? Show of hands? I don't know anybody that young that would. That wouldn't. So, if he said he didn't do it, I would have found that suspicious. You see, Bill Clinton, and this is the double standard because the Democrats don't have any problem with what Bill Clinton did, even though he was banging a girl in the Oval Office who could have been his daughter while his wife was in the building. And he ruined a perfectly good cigar in the process and a dress. No questions. It's fine. Do whatever you're going to do, Bill. Here's the problem, though. I don't care that he got a blowjob in the White House. I don't care. He's the president. You remember Kennedy? What do you think he was up to? I don't care. He's the president of the United States, the leader of the free world. Of course he should be poontang hound. The problem is he lied about it when he was asked. That's the problem. You're the president. You need to be held to a higher standard. You can't lie to people when you clearly did the thing. if you're a dude and you have the power and you can get women to be interested in you, by all means, go do that. But when somebody asks you if you're a freak, you tell them, yes, I'm a freak. Look at Charlie Sheen. Look at Donald Trump. It works. The problem is when you lie about it. You can't be morally superior when you're a freak. If you got, jumper cables and motor oil and a cowboy hat stashed away for just that special occasion, you can't be morally superior. So quit trying to be. It's simple. Very simple. Stop lying to people. Just be you, man. We'll accept it. We might have a problem with it. We'll get over it because it's human nature. So, what say you? I defer to the wisdom of the chat. You guys probably know more than I do. Bill says, or because Stormy Daniels wanted paid. Well, that's not illegal, buddy. I know we made a big deal about it, but it's not illegal to pay a prostitute to keep her mouth shut. In fact, it's quite a normal business practice. Would you believe that there is a fund set up for Congress right now that has a large sum of money in it that is specifically set up just for that, to pay off hush money, to keep people quiet when they screw up and sleep with Chinese spies or whatever. That's a government-sanctioned fund that we have. It's on the books, and it is for paying off hookers and such, and hiding dead bodies and whatever. But you're morally outraged at Trump because he paid off Stormy Daniels in public, that everybody knew it happened. Something's wrong here. Right? It's moral outrage, but it's feigned moral outrage. It's not real. Like the locker room talk. When Trump said grab him by the whatever, everybody on TV was like pearl clutching, like, oh, I can't believe he said those words. They're so evil. How could anybody talk like that? And I'm like, everybody talks like that. What are you talking about? You talk like that. When the camera's not rolling, you talk like that. If you have a mom voice and a regular voice, you talk like that. And if you don't know what I mean by that, when you go to see your mom, you stop talking the way you talk and you talk the way she wants you to talk. No cussing, right? Anybody does that but me? Am I the only one? I don't think so. So if you have one of those voices, you talk like that. You're not morally superior. He was in a room with a dude talking about hot chicks and they're famous and rich. He says, yeah, when you're rich, they'll just let you grab them by the, you know what? They don't care. They want you to. That's what he was saying. He's not wrong. So you got to fix that problem before you go jumping into the other problem, right? If he's not wrong, if women will throw themselves at rich guys, why? Why are you morally outraged about it if they don't have a problem with it? Or is it they'll do it, but they want to have a problem with it so that they can use the clout of that event to gain favor somewhere else in the world? That may be. That's a problem. We need to stop that. That's the Me Too thing, and it's not good. It sends a bad message. So what do? My guess is you let people be people and stop with the moral outrage. Stop freaking out every time somebody says something that doesn't sound good on TV, because you set the rules for that. If you go over to Joe Rogan, they're saying F-bombs like every 5 minutes, and it's fine. And it's on TV. So you set the rules. So you made the operation. You made the moral outrage, and you clutched your pearls because of the moral outrage. You see the problem here? There's nobody else involved in this transaction but you. That's why you're going out of business. Maybe try talking about something that people are experiencing or something that they feel. That's a good start. Chat, tell me about it. Amanda says, next to your nice, clean, pretty guitar. Yeah, I got my guitars polished. No euphemism there. Got my guitars polished. It was nice. 3 of them anyway. I have 30, so you're a little behind. But those look great. Shiny. I'm scared to touch them, actually. I spent 8 hours practicing a riff today. 8 hours. I sat there so long that I just sore all over. Can barely move. This is why I don't practice like that anymore, ladies and gentlemen. I'm getting old. Can't do that anymore. 8 hours on one riff. But I got it. I can play it. Oh, some people came in. I didn't see my chat jump. Hang on. All right, here we go. Relaxing beverage? You can't talk like that in here. Bad shit crazy, what's up? Question mark eyes. What's happening, bad shit crazy? Good to see you. Amanda says, I bad shit. What it is? He says, Pemert, Sterlugen, Jose, can you see? By the dolls, early light. Right on. That's not a Spanish song. Amanda says, I what it is, and what it is says, I pay them to leave. Pay who to leave? Oh, hookers? Right. Right. Bill says, Bill Clinton didn't inhale. He didn't do a lot of things, apparently. Poontang comes with the loot and the fame, says Bill. Yeah, it's kind of part of the package. Anybody that thinks that you're going to become the president and women aren't going to be throwing themselves at you, if you think that, you're a little bit naive, right? If you think that being the most powerful man in the world is not a powerful elixir and aphrodisiac, you're wrong. You're not thinking clearly. And if also you think that D.C. is an upstanding, morally ambiguous place where everybody's a Christian and Puritan, you'd be wrong again. Watch House of Cards, get an education. These people are to the brim with debauchery. They are filled to the max with all manner of depravity and evil things. And they practice most of it in hopes to catch you doing it and get a picture of it so that they can use that later on when you're in the Senate and they have a vote that they want you to cast. This is how it works. What it is women, when they gather, have shop talk worse than men. Don't bullshit yourselves. It happens. Oh, I know. I have played many establishments in my lifetime as a musician. One of those was a sorority. And I have never seen any filth like I saw in that sorority with all these very pristine, very prim, proper, well put together young ladies who are in a frat or sorority. I'm talking water on the floor, shit on the walls, tampons everywhere, things are just horrible. No guy's bathroom. A guy's bathroom smells like puke and beer and cigarettes. That's it. Very little pee. Don't go into a girl's bathroom at a sorority. Trust me on that. So, yeah, I know that women are definitely capable. Linda says, get a bunch of women together and they can make men's locker room talk. They can make men's locker room talk seem tame. This is true. Yes, women like to think too, by the way. They're not just little mice. Bill Bennett says, honestly will set you free. Honesty will set you free and bring fulfillment. This is true. Honesty and truth will set you free. You can be honest and still not tell the truth. Amanda says, it was great. I got to listen to him play all day, LOL. That's how I roll sometimes. When you have a girlfriend that just brings her phone in and sets it down and says, play that song. So I play the song and then it goes to the next song. She picks another one. She says, play that song. I play that song. And she goes, I know you hadn't heard this one. Play that song. I play that song. Pretty soon, 8 hours has gone by. And I realize that I am the entertainment in my own house. How about that? Amanda says, true what it is. Yes, Linda. Bill Bennett says, I love Trump. I love Trump, too. I don't know if I trust him, but I love him. I like what I see. I voted for Trump because I recognized what I was looking at. You understand what I mean by that? I didn't get the sense that he was lying to me. I got the sense that he was in the same boat I was in and he was trying to make a difference. And that's why I voted for him. I recognize it. What it is says, hello, Amanda. What's up, what it is? Amanda says, hi again, what it is. LOL, how are you tonight? Walter Davis says, hi, Jake, Linda, Amanda, Bill. What it is, batshit crazy, Patty, Mr. P, and Kevin. Amanda says, great entertainment, too. I loved it. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Still, I ain't supposed to be the entertainment in my own house. I'm supposed to be the guy being entertained. I don't mind. I didn't choose this life for no reason. Walter Davis says, Jake, you are the party of one. I am. I am a party of one. And my name is a 4-letter word. So when you write it on the bathroom wall, just know that it's a offense. Linda says, well, Jake, you bring a lot to the table, entertainment and all. Well, thank you, ma'am. I appreciate that. I try to be useful. I try to be valuable. And I try to never ask a man to do something I wouldn't do myself. All those things, you know. But I expect something to be brought to the table, too. I can't just do it all myself. And we had that talk. Linda says, well, Jake, I read that one. Patty says, that's great, Jake, that you are able to do your music. Yeah. I don't know if able is a strong word. I'm pushing 50 and my hands go numb, and I ain't as strong as I used to be, but I'm still doing it. I guess that's something, right? I'll keep on doing it until I can't do it anymore. Amanda says, I agree, Linda. And Rachel Floyd says, hello, hey, Rachel. Walter says, hi, Rachel. And Amanda says, hi, Rachel. I think we level each other out pretty good, says Amanda. Yeah, I agree with that. Having humor in life does it for me, says Patty. Well, I'd like to think I'm a pretty funny dude naturally. I definitely have a sense of humor, and I definitely love to make people laugh. So, but it's kind of weird because I'm a dry guy. You know, I'm steeped in sarcasm and cynicism, but I do have a sense of humor. It is funny. You just have to think about it a little sometimes. I don't know. I guess sense of humor is in the eye of the beholder, so it really wouldn't do me any good to say I have one. If you think I'm funny, then I'm funny. But having humor is an important part of life. It's as important as having the blues for a musician, right? Having humor can teach you how to pressure release valve the hard stuff, the things that you can't deal with. Gives you a little reprieve. It gives you a chance to laugh about yourself. You can't take yourself too seriously if you have to laugh at yourself, right? So that's a good thing for comedy. There's a reason the court jester was the only guy that could mock the king and not get his head cut off. And it's because comedians serve as a pressure release valve for the world. And when they're not being funny, when they're just being political, they're not doing a service to the world. They're actually just taking up space. So I try very hard to be funny and to say things of levity and unsuspected things and things like that. So you tell me if I need to work on it. Rachel says, would be a ward otherwise, Amanda. Would be awkward otherwise, Amanda. Yeah, it would be awkward if we didn't balance each other out. You know, what it is says, Bill Clinton's dad was known for seeking out the town's black women in Hope, Arkansas. Really? Well, you know, Bill Clinton's got a a mixed black son, right? I don't know what the family dynamic looks like, but he definitely has a child that's mixed race. So what I'm gathering is that there's a lot of that in Arkansas. Not that I have a problem with it. It's just a thing. It's just a thing I observed. Amanda says, "You've got a dirty mind. LOL. I know exactly where you want. I know exactly where you went with that thought process. Yeah. Yep. I think she was talking to Rachel, not me. But I have a dirty mind too, but I try to keep it under wraps." Walter says, "I laugh at life every day. Life is hilarious. Sometimes it don't make any sense at all, and sometimes it's purely that God has to have a sense of humor. There's no way some things happen the way they do, and God's not up there rolling. There's just no way. Like a platypus. Look at a platypus. I rest my case. It's a beaver, but it has a duck's bill. It's a mammal, but it lays eggs. Okay. That's pretty funny." Amanda says, "Right, Rachel?" And Patty says, "Oh, heck, I love ribbing those with dry humor." Yes, I do have a very dry wit. And I have a very highbrow wit, too. I like dumb things like Spaceballs and things like that, but I do enjoy the higher brow stuff. And I've found that most of the time when I tell a joke, nobody gets it but me. I'll give you an example. I was working at a tire and rubber factory, Goodyear Tire and Rubber Factory in Charlotte, North Carolina. And it was hot that day. We were all covered from head to toe in tar dust. But we went out, and we went to dinner, and we stopped at this little restaurant, and it was like a little 50s diner, and the waitress had a white apron on and a little mini skirt, and she had the little white paper hat with the writing on it. You know, she looked like a nurse. Like they went out of their way to look like a 50s waitress. Anyway, she comes up to the table going, chewing on her gums. She says, "What do you have, hon?" And the guy says, "I think I'll just have the soup." And went around the table, and the guy says, "Yeah, I think I will too. The soup sounds good." The next guy says, "Yeah, all right." And when it got to me, I said, "I think I'll have soup too." And she says, "Okay, so that's 4 soups." And I said, "Nurse, scalpel." Get it? Forceps. 4 soups. Anyway, I thought it was hilarious. Nobody got it. If you saw her, though, if you just saw her, she looked like a nurse out of the 50s. And when she said 4 soups, I couldn't resist. I said, "Scalpel." Anyway, maybe you don't think that's funny, but I thought it was hilarious in my head. Linda Davis says, "Having laughter in a home is a wonderful feeling." Yes, it is. Walter says, "One can hope, I guess." Right on. What it is says, Rule 62, don't take yourself too damn serious, right? Rule 62? Yeah, you can't take yourself too seriously. First of all, there's nothing to take too seriously. You are a mess, just like everybody else is. If you are perfect, if you are right where you want to be, if you think you've actually achieved something in life, then by all means, take yourself seriously. If you are a dismal failure like I am, and you just have to keep going for sheer morbid curiosity, you can't take yourself too seriously. You got to laugh at yourself. Sometimes we get a little uppity in our thoughts, and you can't have that. You can't have that. You just got to be able to say, "Well, that was ridiculous. Let's move on." Amanda says, "Yes, Linda." Walter says, "Rule number 1, if you want to make God laugh, tell him your plans." Jeff Green, what's up, buddy? Good to see you again. Welcome back. Welcome back. Or however she does that. If you hadn't seen the movie Millennial, I strongly suggest you do so. I like her. By the way, if you guys hadn't checked out our new Facebook page, it's a great place to keep up with everybody outside of the show and send pictures and text and that sort of thing, and keep up with all things Untethered Live Universe, you can find that website at facebook.com/UntetheredLive Family. All one word, Untethered Live Family. Go check it out. You won't be disappointed. Thank you. Walter says, hey, Jeff. Amanda says, hi, Jeff. Jeff Green says, your jokes must be for clover people. Yeah. Oh, clever people. See, that was one of those jokes that I thought was funny. Nobody else got it. Jeff says, hello, Amanda. Yes, I like clever people. I like it when you can find your way to the end of a thought process. I like that. Jeff says, hello, Amanda. What it is says, what do cows have bells? Why do cows have bells? Because their hams don't work. Horns don't, because their horns don't work. Horns. I can't see anything tonight. I think my glasses are going bad. Everything is blurry. Jeff says, force caps. Hey, Walter D. Don't force caps. Forceps. Oh, you got it. Forceps. You got it. Congratulations. It was funny. You just had to be there. It's one of those things. Telling it doesn't do it justice. You had to be sitting at the table and see how everything was arranged and how everybody was all filthy except for her. Pristine white and paper hat. Looked like a nurse, that big around, with her little gum smacking in her mouth and ponytail. And she said, forceps. And I couldn't resist. It was just too funny. If anybody gets that, I appreciate you. We can be friends. Amanda says, what it is? What do you call a tent full of lesbians? Finger hut. Yeah, I about had Amanda stressed out, though. She went to cleaning my guitars, and I don't like people messing with my stuff. That's a very personal relationship, you know. I've been with that woman there for all my life, and you just can't compete with that. So she's a little stressed out. She's walking around pacing back and forth going, I'm a teepee, I'm a wigwam, I'm a teepee, I'm a wigwam, I'm a teepee, I'm a wigwam, I'm a teepee, I'm a wigwam. And I said, relax. You're just too tense. LOL, no, Jeff says Amanda. Jeff says, what about Rule 69? Nice. Get it? Oh, I got it. Patty says, that was funny, Jake. Yes, we are a mess. Exactly. Yeah. That's right, Linda. Amanda says, 69 is a good one. Why 77? Well, because you get 8 more. I guess I missed one. Sorry. Amanda says, do you know why 77, Jeff? I must have missed it. Was she a candy strapper? She looked like one, kind of, yeah. She looked like the old nurses out of MASH. Remember the show MASH? She looked like those nurses. Or the one who flew over a cuckoo's nest with the big hat. She looked like that. And it was just perfect. She said forceps. I couldn't stop myself. It just popped out of my mouth. Scalpel. She looked at me like, what is this guy doing? I'm on the floor rolling, and everybody's looking at me like I just lost my mind. It was funny. Amanda, Walter Davis says, Amanda spooning for 77? No, you get 77 because you get 8 more. You know what I'm saying? These young kids today. Amanda says, no, Walter, because you get 8 more. 8 more. Welcome to the end of the thought process. Rachel says, shaking my head, I'm dumb. Nice, Amanda. Nice. See? That's good. Amanda says, LOL, Rachel. And Rachel says, I'll use that line when I'm in Sweden next time. Right? Good. Linda says, Amanda, shame on you. For shame. Jeff says, 777, that's new for me. Lamau. 77, yep, you get 8 more. 69 is good, but 77 is better because you get 8 more. Seems logical to me. You place a man in the center of a floor, and then you construct a room around him, 6 foot solid thick steel all the way around. There's no windows, there's no doors. The room is literally built around the man. The only thing in the room at all is a mirror on a pedestal in the center of the floor and a 2x4 leg in the corner. How does the man get out? Do you know? Rachel says, yes, okay. I'll do that one, Amanda. I think I can say that more seductively to him than the 77 one. I really appreciate you helping me out. Right on. It's nice to have friends, ain't it, Rachel? What it is, Lord have mercy. I know, right? These people. I love every one of them. Amanda says, why are most cowgirls bow-legged? Because their men like to eat with their hats on. You guys are dirty. Walter says, I am because I say I am. Is that like I think, therefore I am? Pretty sure that was in The Art of War. Amanda says, you're welcome, Rachel. Chemtrail Warrior says, hello, everybody. What's up, Chemtrail? Rachel says, friends that help you get to certain places, open new doors. That's what friends are for. Remember the sermon I did on favor and how it can change your life? Favor can change your life. If I like you and I know things that you don't know, my liking you can change your life. Just because I like you, I will include you in my world. I don't have to. It's no written rule. You're not part of my group. But I like you, so I will include you. And by including you, you have access to what I have access to. That's favor. And it can change your life. That's what a community is best suited for. Amanda says, hi, Chemtrail. Walter says, hi, Denise. Amanda says, right, Rachel? Chemtrail says, hello, Walter. Hello, Jake. Hi. Rachel says, yeah. Y'all be charging my life. Y'all be changing my life with these suggestions, Lamau. Oh, I know some things. Make no mistake about it. I know some stuff. I'm sure it'll get passed along. Walter says, there was a joke before that comment, but this format kind of sucks. I know, right? Anyway. No, and 8 more says what it is, right? Amanda says, LOL, what it is. Kim Trevor says, oh, I don't doubt you, says Rachel. Right on. Russian says something in Russian. Greetings from Mother Russia. I have subscribed to you periodically. Congratulations on the appointment of Trump. I think you voted for him. A little politics. Yes, thank you, Russian. I don't know what that says, so I'm going to call you Russian. I hope that's okay. Welcome to the show. And stop fighting over there. Get a hold of your man. I'm trying to get a hold of ours. Amanda says, why can gay guys only do 68? Because they hit 69 and blow a rod. I was wrong. I'm sorry. Kim Cheryl says, you are on 3 devices and you are echoing. I'm on 3 devices and I'm echoing. Turn the volume down on some of them. I shouldn't be echoing. Let me make sure my noise suppressor is on. When you know it, I can't click the thing. Oh, well. Walter says, hello, Mother Russia. Kim Trail Warrior says, I have my phone and my tablet and my Fire TV, too. Funny. Well, look, I look great on a big screen TV, but turn the volume down because it'll just get crazy. Dallas, did you pack your suitcase? Did you drive off in a brand new car I got you? Dallas says, I'm watching Overboard and smoking a lot. Angry nightmares. Well, go ahead, smoke your stuff. Watch Overboard. It's a good movie. The new one or the old one? The old one's a good movie. And welcome to the show, Dallas. Don't be angry. Jeff Green says, Jake, you may get some reading glasses from Drug Mart. I know, right? I need to. These are drug mart reading glasses, but for some reason I can't see anything today. Everything's blurry. I think I've cleaned them one too many times, and I've, scraped some of the good stuff off of them. Now they're just glass. Anyway, answer your question. The end of a thought process, he looked in the mirror to see what he saw. He took the saw, he cut the board in half, 2 halves make a hole, and he crawled out. It's logical. Don't you live with it now. Ha-ha! Linda says, I like you for a reason, Amanda. Amanda is a liker. She's a very smart girl. She's very interested in doing what you're interested in doing. That's a beautiful, beautiful quality in a person. Most people don't give a damn about you. They just give a damn about themselves. She's very interested in being part of whatever it is you're doing and wants to contribute, wants to learn, and that's a good thing to have. And she's smart. Did I say that? Not educated at all, but smart. Rachel says, Lamau, Amanda. Amanda says, oh, thanks, Linda. I like you too. Walter says, hey, Dallas. Overboard is a funny movie. Dallas says, I'm watching free antenna TV, watching the 80s movies Overboard with Kurt Russell. Let's welcome Kurt. Give some hands and claps. Dana says, then NATO should be told to stop. Stop warring against nations. Hey, Dana. I agree. Greetings. I agree. I think we should stop all of that nonsense. And I hope Trump gets in office fast enough before Biden manages to pull off World War III and puts a stop to it. Kim Trail says, I have the motel Wi-Fi and my mobile data on my phone. They are out of sync. It's funny. That old Wi-Fi. I am out of cigarettes. That's bad. Dana says, I read that one. Kim Trail says, I read that one. Amanda says, hi, Dana. Jeff says, what did you smoke today? Regular ones? Yes. Yep. I bought some Lucky Strikes because I was too lazy to roll any, and I ran out. And now I got to roll some. Amanda says, hi, Dana. Kim Trail says, oh, I read that one. Why do I keep reading that one over and over again? Walter says, hi, Dana. And Dana says, hi, Amanda. And hi, Walter Davis. And Amanda says, oh, thanks, Jake. Well, listen, I don't give out praise just for the sake of giving it out. If I give you praise, I'm not lavishing you with compliments. I'm telling you a true thing. I'm not a praise person. So if you get praise from me, it's high marks. Dana says, welcome, Russian. Patty says, Amanda is a keeper, Jake. Yes, I know. That's why I'm keeping her. I'm a keeper, too. I'm a fixer-upper, but I'm a keeper. I guess we all are. Patty says, and Walter Davis says, but the hole opened into another dimension, and he ended up crawling into the Planet of the Apes. Well, I didn't say it was perfect. It's logical. You look in the mirror, you see what you saw, you take the saw, you cut the board in half, 2 halves make a hole, and you can crawl out. It's logical. You live with it now. It's been in my head for 45 years. Thank you very much. Also, right alongside of what's to 'em and to 'em. Do you know? It's 4 'em, just in case you're wondering. And people wonder why I can't sleep. Kim Trail says, come on, peeps. Give Jake a thumbs up. It's a small thing to help this channel. Thank you very much, Kim Trail. I appreciate that. Do like, subscribe, share, support, and join. There's 16 people in chat. There's only 8 likes. That math don't math. Come on now. Show some love. It's free. You could super chat me, but just thumbs up. It's free. And I come bearing gifts. I'll play you a song. Thank you, Chemtrail. Amanda says, oh, thanks, Chemtrail. No all there. I don't know why I put that there. It's a flashback from a previous statement. Chemtrail says, hello, Amanda. Patty says, Dana, what country are you in, if you don't mind me asking? That would be... I'll let her answer that. That's not my place. Amanda says, LOL, and you still too lazy to roll any cigarettes. I told you I'd roll you some. I know, but that's my job. You don't have to do that. Dana says, Patty, I live in the Czech Republic, Central Europe. Jeff says, I thought everyone here was from the U.S. No, sir, we're all over the place. This is a very diverse group of people. Actually diverse, not the made-up stuff. And they're wonderful people. Everybody here is highly intelligent. Everybody here is empathetic. Everybody here loves each other. And everybody here contributes to the show. And that is beautiful. And I appreciate every one of you more than I can express. You really made this thing work. And I thank you for that. Amanda says, forum. That's right. 2 and 2 is forum. That's right. And what's a hen weigh? About 12 pounds if he's soaking wet. Chemtrail says, Dan Bongino for head of Secret Service. That would be a smart move if he wants to do it. Patty says, thank you. Okay, Dana, thank you. And Amanda says, okay, well, you should vape anyway. I know. I'm trying to cut back. I've been doing good. I just got a little crazy this weekend. I'm vaping. What do you know from stupid, you putz? Anyway. Jeff says, by the way, I am from Brazil. Right on, Brazil. We've had 2 or 3 guys from Brazil. Welcome. None with a name like Jeff, though. Most of it's like a Brazilian name, and a bunch of flags. But welcome. Mr. P says, I accidentally lost the page. Then it wouldn't let me back on. This page or the Facebook page? Bill Bennett says, thanks for that, bud. I, myself, LOL. Thanks for that, but I, question mark, myself. Huh? Thanks for that, but I, myself. Could you try again? Amanda says, oh, no, Mr. P. By the way, check out that Facebook page. It's facebook.com/UntetheredLive family. Check it out. All one word. Patty says, Jeff, are you in Brazil? Bill Bennett says, vape probably worse than the smokes. Well, oddly enough, I went 2 weeks with only smoking like 3 cigarettes a day and vaping the rest of the time, and my voice got better. I got more range. I got more power. So whatever is wrong with me, the smoking is keeping it from healing. So I have to back down. I have to stop smoking because I like to sing. I want to keep singing. Mr. P says, I kept searching Untethered and couldn't locate the live stream. Mr. P says, the Untethered cast. Well, it's not cast. It's Untethered Live. Just that. Just type in Untethered Live and it'll bring it up. Not the, just Untethered Live. No the and no cast. Just Untethered Live. Amanda says, no, Bill, his juice is vegetable glycerin and water vapor. Walter says of Dan, if Dan was head of the Secret Service, there would be a lot of liberal politicians scared to death. Yeah, that'd be nice. We need that. Jeff says, yes, I am, Patty. In Brazil. Yes. Chemtrail says, Alex Jones was on the Benny Johnson show today. Did anyone catch that? I did not, but I've been kind of following what's been going on with him, with the sale of his company and all that, or the fake sale of his company, and then him turning around and suing them for it. Benny Johnson's a true hero. He's a patriot. He gets out there and does the work. Bill Bennett says, don't smoke again. Make your choices, cigarettes or sing, right? That's right. That's what I'm trying to do. Unfortunately, I'm a weak bastard, and, that's my vice. So I have to struggle with it. But I'm working on it. I'm not perfect. Linda says, Dan is good. He is very passionate about what he believes in and would be great. I like people that are passionate about what they believe in, even if they're wrong. To me, if you're passionate about what you believe in, even if you're wrong, that shows that you put some thought into it. And you might have made a mistake. You might not have got the information right, but you believe in what you believe in. You have passion for it. That means a lot. So I can look past a little wrongness every now and then. Walter says, Denise, it looks like Alex will be getting everything back. That would be fantastic. He deserves it. They railroaded him. Kim Trail says, hello, Linda. Bill Bennett says, Alex was screwed. Yes, he was. Dallas says, you should use your vocal cords to wheeze very deep, like you're breathing, and it may break up the stuff that you hack it up. Also, they say gurgling salt water may help some stuff. Yes, it's beyond that. It's not a simple fix. I'm on the verge of dying. I'm walking back from that. So, copious amounts of methamphetamine and Tabasco sauce will fix the problem too. Kim Trail Warrior says, yes, he was raided illegally by armed security guards. Alex called the real cops. Right on. Alex is the man. Return to the Frog's Gate. Black helicopters. I like that guy, though. I can't listen to him, but I like him. I like what he stands for, but I can't listen to him. His voice irks me. Kind of like my voice. I don't like it. Amanda says, what about Elon buying MSNBC? Or LOL, or NBC, whatever one. It's MSNBC, and I heard that he announced it. I don't know if he's actually going to do that or not, but wouldn't that be fantastic if he did? And maybe he could buy YouTube also, and we could just have one big Elon happy family and not have to worry about getting censored anymore. Kim Trail says his fake sale is right, Jake. Yeah, it wasn't a real sale. They made that up. Walter Davis says, Alex had a fixed trial and a superior judge called it out. Well, I'm glad about that. Amanda says he will cough stuff after a couple of days of vaping, right? Bill says, is that true, Elon buying the fake news? That's what I heard. I don't know. I can't verify it, but it looks like he announced it. So he's actually going to buy MSNBC. That's what I think is going to happen. I don't know. We just had to wait and see. He bought Twitter, so it's possible. I mean, the man's got more money than everybody. So if anybody could, it's him. Walter says Alex had a... I read that one. Kim Trail says the auction was a sham for InfoWars Studios, right? Patty says Elon declared richest man alive. Yeah, he's pretty rich. He's totally Tony Stark. Are you with me? Anybody else think that? If anybody will have an Iron Man suit, it'll be Elon Musk. Mr. P says, great new show on Prime called Landman. Another good one on Netflix about Australian cattle barons. Yeah, I saw the previews for that. It looked like it might be good. We're in the middle of Tulsa King right now. We're watching that. That's pretty good. That's another one of those Sheridan verse type movies. But it's pretty good. Whatever his name is, Sheridan made that one. He also made Landman too, by the way. Amanda says, it's one of them left news stations, Bill. Yeah, it is, but if Elon buys it, it won't be for long. I don't know if he would fire the Democrats, but he would definitely make free speech a thing, and he would definitely not censor ideas, and it would definitely not be one-sided anymore, because Elon recognizes the wisdom in having more discourse, in talking amongst people you disagree with, because that's how everybody in the room learns. If two people are talking in a deep conversation about something and they avidly disagree with one another, but they have an audience, guess who's learning? It ain't the two men, it's the audience, because they get to think about both sides. They get to watch the good or the bad idea stand on its own 2 feet or fall flat on its face, and they come away from that discourse more educated in the long run. And so do the two guys, by the way, but most of them do it because they are aware of the Streisand effect, as it were. And we need more of that. Lots more of it. Not less of it. Walter Davis says, but I heard he was buying MSNBC. Yep. Dana says, I prefer a critical thinker over fanatical ideologues. I do too. And I've spent a great deal of my life critically thinking about things, which is why I'm known as the out-of-box guy in my circles of friends, because I'm the guy that they'll come and ask how to fix something because they can't figure it out, and I see a way to fix it that they never even considered. And I do it a lot, like simple things. Can't think of an example right off, but critical thinking is a very important skill to have, and if you cultivate it, beware. You will be fixing lots of things. Mr. P says, I like that, Dana. I do too. Fanatical ideologues aren't especially thinkers, by the way. They believe what they believe because they are an ideologue. They were raised in that environment, or they chose to believe it because somebody they love believes it. There's no evidence behind that belief. So an ideologue is not the right person to talk to. Ideologues are dangerous. You want a person who believes what they believe because they did the study to believe it. Now, for some people, that goes deeper than other people, and some people find the first thing they find and are happy with that, and they have beliefs that aren't necessarily right. But if you've done the work to solidify the belief in something and not just think it, then you are a step ahead of the game. I'm so tired. I can't even think straight. Mr. P says, I like that, Dana. I know I just read that. I saw that, Mr. P. I told Jake it looks like it would be good. And we are watching Tulsa King right now. Yep. Dakota Wright says, hi. Hey, Dakota. Jeff Green says, I don't like the idea of any person owning several different types of media. Yeah, that's a problem. In Musk's case, though, he's not interested in media or controlling the narrative. He's interested in free speech, so he gets a pass on that one. But like Jeff Bezos buying Washington Post, I mean, come on. Why you think he did that? Why you think Bill Gaetz is the largest donor to pharma and all these other places? Why you think pharma is the largest donor to the news? I assure you, they're interested in controlling the narrative. It's the World Economic Forum. Klaus Schwab and his gang and the George Soroses, those are the people that you have to watch out. And the Sean Hannitys, by the way. Sean Hannity is what it looks like if that little guy in the cartoon that goes, extra, extra, read all about it. If that guy grew up, that's Sean Hannity. Tell me I'm wrong. Mr. P says, Tulsa King is awesome. Yes, it is. Amanda says, hi, Dakota. Dana says, hi, dear Mr. Giorgio. Mr. Giorgio. Mr. Propagorgio. Kim Trail says, Elon needs to buy FCC. LOL. I don't think you can buy that. But he is running Doge with Vivek Ramaswamy, and they are going to weed out a lot of unnecessary governmental stuff, which is going to be fascinating. Amanda says, yes, it is, Mr. P. And Patty says, we have had it all of our lives, Jeff. We've had it all our lives, Jeff. Ideologues? Oh, yeah. Mr. P says, hello there, Dana. Always good to see you. And Patty says, Dana, I like your thinking. I do, too. Dana's one of my favorite people. We don't see eye to eye on everything, but she keeps me on my toes, and I appreciate that. It means a lot, Dana. You are definitely right here. I think God sent you to me. Do you deny? Sorry. Walter says Elon has a majority holding on the most expensive companies that don't make any money. That makes him the richest man on earth, right? Yeah, it's weird that most of his businesses are subsidized by the government, most of them. He has made money. He does have money. It's like $5 or $6 billion, but his businesses are not turning profits. Tesla is not making money. It is government subsidized because it's green energy. That being said, I like the Tesla. I like what he's doing with it, but I don't see it ever being a real thing. Free speech is part of the foundation of the Constitution, says Mr. P. I agree. Bill says, I remember in my life believing I remember in my life believing that most news, when they told news, didn't really remember it, that tuned in one-sided. Yeah, a lot of people just watch the news as background noise, and they don't really pay attention to what's being said. And if they do pay attention, there's little short quips, little one-liners, fear-mongering, that sort of thing, and which is why we have the problem we have. Real people that are really interested in the environment they live in seek out information from multiple sources. Jeff says, when the audience learns, everybody wins. That's right. That's right. Dana says, Mr. P, it is always a pleasure for me to see you too. Aw, I swear you guys ought to get married. Or at least go date. Walter says, hi, Dakota. And Patty says, I think this all started with OJ. Are you sure? Might have started with Nixon. Might have started with FDR and his industrial military complex. Patty says, Dakota says, hi, Walter Davis. Bill Bennett says, most of Americans are like-minded. I know this. Jesus told me so. Well, most of Americans are like-minded because they live paycheck to paycheck, and they have bills to pay, and they got children to feed, and they got lives to live, and they got groceries to buy, and they got cars to keep on the road, and things like that, insurance to pay. And we don't need all this nonsense. Nobody is interested in that. NATO? Come on. We haven't needed NATO since the Berlin Wall fell, which is why they should do away with it. Most Americans are like-minded, even the ones that think differently. Because you'd be surprised, all these Mexicans that are coming over here, incredibly conservative values. They're raised, black people are incredibly conservative in their values. They just call themselves Democrats because they don't know any better. They've been fleeced. Go look. Chemtrail says Scarborough and Brzezinski tried to kiss Trump's ass at Mar-a-Lago the other day. I saw that. And they destroyed MSNBC. Yep. Mr. P says a person who does their homework. Right on. That's right. And thank you for subscribing, Celia Pratis. Appreciate you. Welcome to the show. I hope I said that name right. Celia Pratis. That reminds me of a scientific name of something. What are you getting at? Patty says, hi, Dakota. Mr. P says, Dana. Aw, shucks. Aw. The Love Boat, exciting and new. Bill says, get you some rest, bro. Good night, guys. I will join the Facebook family, but I hate Facebook. LOL. Me too. Though some support. I'll throw some support once able. Well, thank you, Bill. And look, I don't like Facebook either. The only reason I use it is to promote this show. I don't go on there. I don't talk to people on there. Every now and then I'll heart a comment that somebody makes that I know because I don't want them to think I have forgotten that they exist, because I didn't. But I don't use Facebook. But it is there if you guys want to. I mean, it is a community, so use it. A great way to keep up with everybody. Amanda says, good night, Bill. Thanks. And I am going to get some rest. I'm exhausted. I can't even see straight. I'm like going cross-eyed over here. I'm going to bed very soon. Amanda says, good night, Bill. Thanks. And Dana says, the fanatical ideologues did not study. They were taught how to mindlessly repeat and memorize whatever ideology. Yeah, true. And it's great when you have a conversation with those kind of people because, like I told you earlier, I'm an outside-the-box thinker, which means I question things that other people don't think about. And when people present a script to me, I immediately catch on. I know what's happening. They're repeating things they saw on MSNBC, mostly because I've heard these arguments before. And I know they're not actually using their brain to think of ideas of things that they're curious about. They're just repeating the lines. So then I hit them with something that they have to think about. You know, I'll hit them with something personal, and it tears them down every time. It's wonderful. And matter of fact, I've got quite a few videos on this channel of me debunking atheists. Go check it out. One of them is a series called Everything Wrong with Genesis. It's fantastic. I think you'll love it. It's free. Go check it out. You'll get to watch me tear an atheist apart who thinks he's trying to read the Bible to show people what foolishness it is. I hit him with his own medicine. I think you'll like it. Walter says, Untethered Live, brought to you by Pfizer. LOL. I'd take it. If they would give me a paycheck, I'd take it. I would even say good thing. I'd tell you, go get your vaccine, get 4 of them. I wouldn't mean it, but I'd say it. Where are all these Democrats giving out all this money? I will support Kamala Harris. I'll support the shit out of her. Give me $1 million. I will support you so good that nobody will like you. They'll get sick of seeing you and run you off. But I'll support the hell out of you. Dakota says, hey, Dana. And Dana says, hi, Dakota, right? Chemtrail says, X tree, read all about it. Extra, read all about it. Remember the little boy? If that guy grew up, that's Sean Hannity. Tell me I'm wrong. Have you seen that guy? He is the living embodiment of a potato head. Jeff Green says, I'm going to retract the message just to screw with Jake. He won't have a clue what I'm saying. Patty says, I think it said 200 or 300 billion. Maybe. He's got a lot of money, Elon Musk. Chemtrail says, I went to the DMV this week and told everyone that Trump is going to stop all these unconstitutional entities. Then I explained the right to travel, and how we live in Nazi Germany. Well, we don't quite live in Nazi Germany because there are no Jews, but we do have a right to travel. And if you live in a place like North Carolina, they don't too much mess with you when you're driving around, even though you don't have a tag. Because it's a farming area, and all you got to do is put one of those little triangles, and you're good. So I've heard. Jeff Green says, Musk not making money and turning his huge profit is too fishy. Yeah, he's not making any money. He is turning over money. Like he gets subsidized a large portion, and then he takes that money and turns it over into the company. So he's moving money, but he's not actually earning any money. So don't let that fool you. Just because he's got money does not mean it's his money. Batshit Crazy says, wealthy folks get subprime financing vis-a-vis collateral leveraging. I wish I had some of that collateral leveraging. Maybe you could be my accountant and tell me how to get some collateral leveraging. Amanda says, $321.7 billion is what Elon is worth. Says who? I guarantee you whoever made that website did not check with Elon to see if he had that much money. Jeff Green says, Jake, it is sleep time for me. Have a good night, everyone, and see you soon. God bless. Jeff Green, it's sleep time for me, too. I'm getting ready to get out of here. It's been 9:47 for the past 37 minutes. I ain't figured that one out yet. Every time I look at the clock, it's still 9:47. Something's wrong. Am I living in Groundhog Day? What's happening there? Walter Davis says, it all started with Wilson. Linda says, chemtrail, everyone has the right to travel, but a driver's license is a privilege, not a right. Well, you sign that back of that driver's license when you get it, when you're a kid, and as long as you've signed it, you are beholden to their laws, because that's what that signature's for. You'd have to renounce your driver's license to be able to drive around without one, and they're still going to pull you over, and you have to go to court. And then they'll say, okay, you're free to go, but it'll be a hassle every time you do it. Trust me, it's easier just to get a driver's license. Dallas says, I might go make a fire. I make a fire every time I appear on camera, buddy. Fire. Anyway, I'm sorry. That was wrong. Batshit Crazy says, I try to find out what Saudi royalty is actually worth, and good luck. You can't, because they don't report that sort of thing. What it is says, do you know how to catch a unique rabbit? Yes. Do I know how to catch a special rabbit? A unique up on it? Yes. What it is says, you know how to catch a tame rabbit? Tame was? I don't know. Do you know how to catch a lame rabbit? Like that? I don't know. Walter Davis says, the first step to being free is to blow off the rights and privileges debate and do what you feel is right. Amen. Bill Bennett says, hope to see you all Bible study tomorrow. If Jake don't sleep through it, LOL, you can't stay up 48 hours with no sleep. Clear your mind. And thanks a bunch for what you're doing. God bless, guys. I really enjoy you all. Well, Bill, thank you. I know I'm not 20 years old anymore, and I shouldn't be staying up 48 hours. And I'm so tired that my eyes hurt to sit in my head. They're like drooping. So I'm going to go to bed. And I hope I don't sleep through Bible study tomorrow. I'm going to try not to. I'm pretty sure I'll get up. I just need a couple of hours of good sleep. My second wind came a long time ago. So I'll see you guys tomorrow on Bible study for sure. Hey, it's 9:50. The clock moved. Weird. Amanda says, see y'all tomorrow night. Or see you tomorrow night, Bill. And Dana says, I'd rather have a question. Well, ask. Which cannot be answered. I'd rather have a question that cannot be answered than an answer which cannot be questioned. Amen. That is very fine thinking right there. Because, yes, if you have a question you don't have an answer to, you can seek and find the answer to it because all questions have an answer. But if you have an answer you can't question, there's fuckery afoot. Somebody is protecting a class when that happens. And those people are not worthy of the protection. I question everything. I question things that I know are certain. Believe that. I wrestle with God. I know what Israel means. But that's the reason I know what I know, and that's the reason I'm able to pull it all together in a coherent message, is because I've questioned everything. I'm one of those people that believe that everything is bullshit. Everything you've ever believed in, everything you ever trusted, everything you ever counted on is all bullshit. We live in a carefully crafted facade of fakeness that is designed to keep you busy with the bread and circuses of it all, while the elites do their thing, and you're not part of that society. So it's a separate society, and I believe that. But I've learned to live in the world that I'm in. I know I ain't got no other choice, so I make the best of it because I have to be here, and eventually I'll die, and then I won't have to worry about it no more. So you got to pick a lane, folks. Amanda says, yes, Dana, and I will ask a ton of questions. Amen. Patty says, oh, yes, Dana. Jeff Green says, Jake, it's sleep time for me. Have a good night. See you soon. God bless. Jeff, God bless. We'll see you soon, buddy. Amanda says, I will inquire until it makes sense. LOL, whatever it is. Yes. Aaron, what's up, brother? Good to see you. Welcome to the show. I got you. Pinch, poke, you owe me a Coke or whatever it is you do. Punch in the arm. You got me with your racist hand signals. Amanda says, good night, Jeff. And hey, Aaron. And Aaron says, yo. Walter says, Dana, some questions should not be asked and some answers should not be questioned. Nope. I disagree. I think you should be able to ask any question because there's no such thing as a dumb question. Only dumb people. If you're asking a question, you're not too dumb to understand the answer. It means you're thinking about it. So there's no such thing as a dumb question, and there is an answer to everything, and it is the correct answer to everything. So if the answer shouldn't be questioned, it's hiding something. That's what I'm saying. Amanda says, yes, you do, Jake. Fire. Yes, I build fire. Chemtrail says, you only need a license to drive commercially. Well, tell that to the pile of tickets that I have for driving with no license. Dana says, Patty, got my point. Thumbs up. Respect. Mask. Jake, this mask is a handshake. Got it. Not a mask. It's a handshake. Okay. Looks like a mask. Patty says, thank you, prayers. Kim Joe says, good night, Judge. Aaron says, rest easy, Jake. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. I'm going to rest like a log that needs some sleep. Mr. P says, yep, I'll be there. See you then, Dana. Oh, batshit crazy says, I'm going to retract the message just to screw with everybody because nobody's going to know what I'm saying over here. Bill says, we're only human, right? We're only human. Bill Bennett says, George Carlin says, it's a big club and you ain't in it. Right. That's exactly right. Amanda says, I want my lane down the middle. I want my MTV, so there. Kim Trail says, yes, it's all bullshit. It's all a lie. The Matrix is in the Bible. Well, that Matrix is talking about childbirth, but it is in the Bible, but it's talking about childbirth. But yes, we do live in the Matrix of sorts. It's not a robot. We don't live in a fantasy world. It's a real world, but all of the elements were carefully picked for you to live in this environment that is not conducive to the human spirit. You ever notice that the architecture is really ugly these days? You go back in the old days and they were building giant cathedrals and beautiful things that led your eye up to God. They don't do that anymore. Why? There's a reason. Architecture is designed deliberately to take the spirit out of you, to make you feel like a cog in a wheel. Not special. Batshit says, try for agricultural tax exemption land. Anybody? Well, I do have anybody might know this question. I have a cemetery on my property. And somebody told me that would exempt me from having to pay taxes on the land. I don't believe that's true, but if anybody knows the answer to that question, how about hit me up with some facts? Walter says, dumb question to question God. No, it's not dumb. It's not dumb at all. And I'll give you an example of why that is. The word Israel if you transliterate the word Israel, it means to wrestle with God. That's what Jacob was doing when he was wrestling with that angel. That was actually God, and he wouldn't let him go till he got a blessing, which is indicative of why you would wrestle with God. If you're not struggling with Christianity, you're not Christianing right. You have to struggle with it. That's the point. It is there to cause you to break down what you already currently are and build a new you out of the information that you learn. You have to struggle with it. So, no, it's not dumb to question God. In fact, I encourage you to question God because you can only come to one answer when you question God, and that is that he is, in fact, real, and it's worth knowing what he wants. If you don't question God, you're an atheist. Dana says, I agree, Jake. This is why the most intelligent children ask a lot of questions. Right. Eat shit. Batshit. Eat shit. Batshit crazy says, peace, 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 peace. Chemtrail says, my phone is screwing up, so good night. Good night, Chemtrail. Thank you for being here. Amanda says, good night, Chemtrail. I'm trying to get to the bottom of the chat, and I'm going to bed. Mr. P says, probably depending on your state's laws, Jakes. Probably, yep. Aaron says, if it has hit, what is that? If it has hit, I don't know what that means. The tax question should look it up, Mr. P. I will. Dana says, Walter Davis, dumb question is when asking if Adam had a belly button. Well, yeah. Angels don't have belly buttons, but Adam had a belly button because he was made in the image of a man. He was created to give birth to children, so he would have been anatomically correct. Angels don't have a need for a belly button because they're not born, so they wouldn't have that, but men do have that. Amanda says, I did look it up, Jake, and I have to research a little more, but from what I can tell, so far, you don't have to pay taxes. I just didn't have the definite answer, so I didn't say anything yet. Okay, well, keep looking. You'll figure it out. Batshit says, tax exemption stuff, likely state-specific, right? It's probably just outside of my reach. Yeah. You don't have to pay taxes if you're Yosemite, but you only got 2 people buried there, so you have to pay taxes and double that. So that's probably what it's going to turn out to be. Aaron says, if it is marked historical or the people are sacred, no taxes. Well, they're just people. They're not, no, it's not historical. It's old, not historical. I wonder if I could get a... No, because if I did that, then I wouldn't be able to change anything in my yard, and I don't like that. Them people are weird. Them historical people. You ever looked into that? Like the people that live downtown in the nice houses that are in town, they can't do anything to their property. They can't fix anything. They can't change the shutters. They can't paint the porch. It's historical. It has to stay exactly like it was. I don't want to live there. That's too much responsibility for me. Could you imagine living in a place you couldn't change anything at all? Couldn't change the windows? Aaron says, I work for them, Jake. Is right. Yeah, you can't change anything. Like if your windows are the old style with the built around, they leak air really badly. That's why they invented storm windows to fix that problem. You can't put storm windows in a historical house. You can't put a screen door on it. You can't do anything. You can't build a deck in the backyard. Can't build a shed on the property. I don't want to live there. It's a Suckville. That's right. All right, it's 10 o'clock and I made it to the bottom of the chat. Thank you for joining me for Politi-tics. We had 745 views, 16 current viewers now. I appreciate that. Thank you, guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow night for some Bible study. I'll be rested. See you then. Have a great night. God bless each and every one of you. I enjoyed the conversation. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the super chats. And thank you for the love all around. You guys are my life. And I hope you know that. I hope you feel that. I hope you know that I love you. And I'll see you guys when I've slept, when I can actually read. Mr. P says, my childhood home was from the foundation family in that area. Huge farmhouse built in 1862. Swear several famous people stayed there. Probably. That's awesome, though. I've never lived in a big house like that. I've always lived in trailers or this small house. And apartments. Batshit Crazy says, good night. Batshit, thank you for being here, buddy. Amanda says, good night, all. See you tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here for some Bible study. Don't be late. It's going to be fantastic. We're in the book of Daniel. Mr. P says, good night, all. And Dana says, heart. Dana, you are my heart and my future. So, thank you. And Linda says, good night, all in chat. And see you all tomorrow night. Linda, you're my heart also. Thank you. God bless you guys. I love you true, and I'm going to bed. Thanks for watching.